Rengar, mute yourself.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Silver Gold competitive series match between DTS and Nevermore. I'm Manwalrus, and with me here is Rengar, and we're going to be casting some League for you today, so...
Yes sir, both team loot.
In a chance to, both teams are losing a ban.
Yes sir. It's kind of impressive. I think it was Tsst thought the game was an hour later and actually managed to get their entire roster on just in time to only lose one ban. Pretty impressive. I know my team would never respond that fast.
Yeah, it's a good thing that they got everyone there too, because I feel like they need everyone for this one. So I'm expecting to see a Gnar ban coming out of DTS towards Nevermore. And I think Nevermore here are going to ban Rakan, maybe, or...
Yeah, I don't know. If they ban Rakan, we definitely know that he has just as...
Sorry, Nevermore won't do that. DTS.
Yeah.
Swain,
correct.
Swain's another thing. So, Takey, top laner, new top laner for DTS. He's been spamming the Swain in solo queue. I looked that up, and he's having like success with it. But the thing is, it's a good ban from Nevermore because it seems to be the only thing that he really he only plays. That's the only thing he's been playing top lane recently. His other champions have been he's played some GP and he's played some Nasus. So he'll probably go with
the GP
that.
coming through. Very strong pick right now. Hasn't received any nerfs really.
Yep. And then obviously Rakan taken off the table. Can't play Rakan, it's in his name. I'm excited to see this.
Please
he's been playing this in solo queue a lot. It's interesting because in the league so far, Sully's only really played like tanks. He hasn't actually gone into anything, an actual carry jungler yet, so we'll see how he does.
It takes a lot of practice. With the jungle meta right now, tanks are pretty much the only viable option. So it's going to take a lot of support from the rest of his team to funnel resources into that Udyr if he does go a more carry-oriented build.
Mm-hmm.
I think we only had one other Udyr game in the league. I think he finished the game like 4-12? It was not pretty.
Yeah, I can imagine. Though Tristana and Sejuani on the other side, very solid.
There's the Thresh. Yep.
Yeah. One of the
two of the strongest
champions. Yeah.
Two strongest champs for DTS. Or DST, DTS. Sejuani, arguably the best jungler right now, and Tristana, arguably the best ADC. They're going to go ahead and pick up the Kog'Maw on the side of Nevermore. I don't know how to feel about it. I haven't seen enough of it with the nerfs, but I think it's still definitely a viable champion.
I think if they get off the ground, they can snowball with the Kog'Maw still. Because, like, what kind of world are we living in, by the way, where Kog'Maw has the highest win rate of any ADC for 25 minutes? Like, but he gets outscaled by ADCs now, which is like ridiculous. Tristana being one of them, so we'll see how he goes, and then Rise for Jin Daddy. That's good.
Yeah, hovered that Zoe. I got hyped there for a minute. I love seeing some Sejuani Zoe action.
Yeah, had Nevermore had their third ban, I would expect them to have used it on a on one of Jin Daddy's champions. And there's the Gnar
Yeah.
against Dawson.
A little bit risky to wait so long for it too.
Yeah, maybe they guessed right that they were gonna try and get Rakan his preferred champion. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also pinching the Fluff's pool because he's usually their top laner, but he's playing support. He doesn't really play many supports. The only
That's
one
a team player right there. That's a team player right there.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
never give up my rule. Force someone else on it, not me.
The only one that I've seen him playing in solo queue that they haven't banned yet is the Morgana. So we'll see if they do ban it.
I'm wondering if they've done their research enough to know what he has played and what he hasn't played, or if they even realize yet that that's the Fluff as their support.
It looks like they have. Oh, there's the. Alright. That's always a safe ban against.
Yeah, definitely.
Sports you want to give it to. Gangplank. I do like Gangplank. But the thing is, I feel like if they run this Gangplank, they won't have a ton of engage. I think they need to pick some sort of engage support. Ideally, it would be nice to see DeFluff on Alistar. I'm not entirely sure if he plays it or not, but I think it would round out their comp nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I've been talking for like 30 a minute. Just go for it.
I was wondering who they were going to go on the top lane for them. They can go something a little bit more damage oriented if they really just want to round out like the early game comp. They can go like an early game mid laner.
Oh, unless it's Trundle. Alright, he plays a lot of Shen, Dawson.
Yeah. I think Shen would have been great actually with the
I think Shen would have been better with this Kog'Maw because he's going to need help against... And Shen also doesn't lose lane terribly hard to GP because... At least not early on.
Oh, now we're talking. Now we got a game. Early and Soul. What are your thoughts on the champion? I, for one, am a huge fan of it, but it's so like team reliant again, and they are really gonna have to play as a team if they want to pull through in this one.
I'm a fan of it if you've practiced it and you're extremely good at it, but I'm not really sure.
So, coming in real quick, just want to let you two know that there's some minor technical difficulties going on with the stream. For some reason, I can't seem to get back my Windows capture. So for some unexplainable reason, I'm seeing the same thing you guys are seeing, but on the TV, on the folks at home, they're not seeing what you guys are watching right now, so they absolutely have no idea what's going on.
Alright,
the stream just need better eyeballs, dude. Like, come on.
Right?
We got 3 minutes. So for Nevermore, they got Trundle, they got Udyr, they got Aurelion Sol, they got Kog'Maw, they got Thresh, and for DTS, they've got Gangplank, Sejuani, Ryze, Tristana, and Shen. So
yeah, when you guys see this, you guys are gonna be very excited, especially with Nevermore's comp. It's something very risky, and I like it a lot.
It's definitely risky, yeah, but I do think if it gets ahead, they should be able to snowball like pretty effectively.
Do you think this? I'm sorry. Do you think this is a comp that like they are picking just because they feel they're facing a lower tier team and that they think they're gonna be able to stop those lanes? Or like a little bit of disrespect almost, or do you think it's going to be just a straight like they're playing for a team, they're trying these strats that no other team is trying because they're genuinely trying those stats that they're even going to try against the bigger teams?
I think that it's more considering that Rakan only came in last second today. I don't know how much planning they've actually done around this draft without the support that they were previously going to use. So I actually don't really know what they were planning on doing.
So good news, they can finally see what you guys are talking about.
Perfect.
We're good. See you guys later on. Thank goodness.
Thank you, Army.
The camera's working. See ya.
Good guy, Army. Always saving the stream.
So, I think that the comp from DTS is safer, for sure.
Yeah. 100%.
They got the Shen, they got the Sejuani, they can scale. They actually have 3 really huge scaling champions for late game with the Ryze, with the Gangplank, with the Tristana, and they have 2 really big tanks. So
yeah, if they play it properly, like late game team fights, they're definitely gonna win straight up. Because no matter how fed the Nevermore gets early, if they are able to stall the game long enough for those to be like front to back team fighting, it's just gonna be over. Because nothing beats that.
Well, yeah, this because the Trundle eventually falls off, the Udyr eventually
Exactly.
falls off, Aurelion Sol not so much, but eventually he does kind of fall off. Same with Kog'Maw against a Tristana. Tristana will be dealing a lot more damage than him later
Yeah.
on from basically the same range, and then she's actually mobile and he's not. So basically, it's on Nevermore to make plays with Aurelion Sol and the Udyr and get ahead early on, and have this Kog'Maw get so big that he gets his Rage Blade and the game is over.
I think they're self-aware enough that they're going to realize that they don't have the late game, and they're going to be making a lot of proactive plays early. And if they don't, that'll be like a major foresight by them, but I just don't see that happening. I know they haven't lost a series yet, so maybe it was just a thing of miscommunication. The second game's a little bit of tilt, but if they've been working on that and they can break through that, then they'll definitely be fine this game, I think.
Yeah, this is actually an interesting game now because both of these teams are sort of in the middle of the pack in the standings. They've tied, Nevermore have tied every single game now, but they've had like really good moments. Same with DTS, they have 1 win and 2 ties. So basically, this game is like gonna be like who's gonna
determiner.
Who's gonna join the teams at the top, and who's gonna sort of stay in the middle.
What are your thoughts on the TP from Aurelion?
I think it works, especially, I don't know, maybe he brought Spellbook on Aurelion, but I don't think that's what you do. I think you go Glacial Augment. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not terribly familiar with Aurelion Sol.
I hope he brought the Spellbook or whatever, because I, for one, I hate. He brought Arcane Comet. I love Ghost a lot better. What you're looking for with that champ is roams. You have your E to roam. You have everything to roam. That TP's not going to really do a lot, especially since they nerfed it like 2 seasons back. It takes too long.
Maybe they're trying to just straight up 5-man bot lane all game or something ridiculous, but I don't know. I don't think you can really do that easily against a Tristana and a Shen. They picked a really safe bot lane that also has kill potential on the Kog'Maw Thresh, which that usually doesn't happen. You usually get, safe or kill potential, but they've got the Shen, they got the Tristana. It's going to be hard too. They can have the Gangplank TP in, slow them down with his ulti, and they can have the Rise poured in to help, or swap the teleport to help. So it's basically just going to be whether or not they can make those ganks successful, as we experience our pre-game Nocturne ult. But everything just kind of is dark for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, double heal on the side of DTS, and I gotta figure out if it is DST or DTS.
I believe it is DTS.
DST is what it is.
Is it DST? Okay.
It's DST.
DST. So
I wonder if they're going to be going for an invade here at the 5 point. Go for some early cheese.
I think this depends on what Shen levels. He's got his Q, so it's probably not an invade from DST, but...
Yeah, looks like it's going to be standard from both teams.
Rakan hasn't started anything yet, so I'm not sure.
Either team really running the 5 point. Kind of risky, to be honest, because they're not even warning.
Teams are making good choices and not leveling their spells early on. Sully has leveled his Q, so it makes me think if they were going to try for a late invade, he'd maybe start E, or have not started anything yet. So I'm pretty sure both teams are just going to sit it out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it would have been smart for either team to really invade. I mean, I guess technically DST could have if they would have started weird abilities, but that would have been really bad in lane if they didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, I think they just decided it wasn't worth it if they had to start all that and possibly blow summoners and then maybe not even get anything.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but we're just going to have a standard start to this game. Actually, is that a mana flow band on Kog'Maw?
Nice.
It is. It is a mana flow band on Kog'Maw. I don't know how I feel about that.
Where do you think your deal's gonna go? Tiger stance or Phoenix stance this game? I know they nerfed Phoenix stance a couple times.
I'm pretty sure Tiger stance is the way to go now.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of Udyr recently, and I think that's what's kind of accepted as the strongest version of him right now because they nerf Phoenix stance so much.
Yeah, I think the real reason he picked up Udyr isn't because he thinks it's some good pick or good for the team. It's because he wants to show off that skin.
Yeah, that's basically the Udyr's the only champion in the game where you have to pay for his visual update. That's Spirit
You
Guard.
either gotta flame the company or pay for it.
I do like that skin. I like it a lot, but his
What if some really
default
traits mid?
skin's not good. Yeah, it's interesting to see that Nevermore haven't really. I'm surprised. Having watched Rakan play, I'm surprised he didn't go for a play level 2 when they hit it first.
Especially on Udyr. Like, that is the perfect level 2 gank, especially with how pushed up Rise is, with making the trades early.
Yeah, you don't win this trade, Aurelion Sol, so heal strangely blown from Jin Daddy. Maybe thought he had flash, but here comes double XL.
Maybe forgot that his jungler wasn't coming.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he was trying to flash forwards instead of heal, but...
Oh, definitely.
Heal there.
That's what happened when you put flash on F. It just doesn't work out.
There goes the pillar. He'll flash out. He's alright. So, yeah, no, that's not going to hurt the GP terribly. He's probably just going to TP back to this lane and then keep killing minions again. It doesn't really matter if he's 10 CS down. He's bank plank. He'll probably still have a gold lead. He's kind of pretty forgiving on that champion if he doesn't die.
Now, where do you think the most exciting lane is going to be this game?
The most exciting lane probably is going to be bot lane, because I expect to see a lot of parties in the bot lane, considering all the ways these teams have of getting there, and the fact that the 80 carries are a big part of the win condition for both teams. But DST always tries to snowball Jin Daddy, so there's probably some action mid.
In a 2v2 lane, who do you take? Do you take Thresh, or do you take the Shen? Not in terms of like late game, what's better, but in terms of simply like 2v2. You get hooked, you want a champion. Do you want the Thresh, or do you want the Shen?
I think I want... It depends heavily, obviously, on execution of the matchup, but Jin Daddy is just avoiding a gank right now, but he does get hit by the stun.
He's Sanic fast.
Yeah, but I would take, in terms of fight potential, it really depends on whether or not, as the Shen, he can, if he uses his W, like, well, he can block a lot of damage, but if you're going
I don't play a whole lot of ADC, but when I gank, I know I love to have that Shen little bubble of safety, because it's just so perfect for our team, and especially when you're ganking bot lane, there's like nothing better than that right there.
Hook goes out, onto the fluff, he's gonna go down, first blood for Nevermore. There we go. Yeah, the Shen, this is actually a little bit worrying, because if Shen gets really behind early on, he is gonna be useless for a while. Otherwise, besides his ult, he's not going to be good for anything, because he's going to be a little bit too weak to tank and engage, and he doesn't have any damage items or any means to split push, so he's basically just an ult bot. I also don't like how he took Grasp. I think he should have taken Guardian or Aftershock, honestly.
I definitely think Aftershock is better on support. Shen. We saw someone make the similar mistake yesterday, and I wonder if they're just used to playing in top lane and they don't change it, or if they honestly think it's better. But you can see the difference in jungler pressure and focus. How Sejuani is focusing more the top side, and the Udyr is focusing the bot side. Sejuani also started a red buff as well, just to show the difference in which lane they're wanting to pressure.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense that that the Sedge chose to focus topside, because if you're Nevermore, you want to get the Kog'Maw ahead, while if you're DST, you want to get your Rise and your Gangplank going. So Tristana will get herself going, so you don't have to worry much about that. But yeah, it's good to I think the next gank should be mid lane or bot lane probably, but.
I mean, as soon as Sejuani hits 6, you can just repeat gank mid, because you literally can't survive as Aurelion Sol, a semi-squishy champion.
Yep, though actually the gank's top lane. Flash E for Psycho Sully. He's level 4, Gangplank's level 6, but this is a really, really strong Trundle. And the stopwatch comes out, he's gonna die. Psycho Sully secures the kill, and that's 2-0 for them. So this Udyr working out so far. It was a bold pick, but now Jin Daddy trading on to Asarian. And there's a flash out. He's alright. So that was...
Don't know why I use the stopwatch there. little bit of a questionable play. Because you're going to die either way. They're not just going to back off when they see you.
If you were under tower, that would have made sense. But yeah, I agree. It was probably just a panic stopwatch.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, Jin Daddy's actually got a comfortable 10-odd CS lead down there. The gold is actually, though, still in Nevermore's favor just because of how hard bot top are winning. And jungle. But Double XL's trying to come up here. I don't think there's much he can do. So's Jin Daddy, but he's kind of caught.
Ooh, actually, that can be bad.
Psycho Sully alone. He's a bandit, but it's 3v3. Psycho Sully has nowhere to run. He has no mana. He has no flash. That's
unfortunate.
Yeah, he was betrayed by Dawson. Dawson just took that lantern and was like, see ya. He's gone.
Actually, maybe could have won that if Trundle didn't get caught on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I actually do think Nevermore had a pretty good chance in that 3v3.
For a minute there, I thought the Rise was going to get caught out, but just not having the foresight to go for that play.
Yeah.
Maybe showing a little bit too much respect to DSD.
Jin Daddy's trading again, but he has no mana. He's got to run away. That is not a good move. I'm gonna look at gold. So it looks like there's pretty big advantages in really nowhere. It's almost even. Jin Daddy's up like 400 gold, and then CTG Requiem is also up 400 gold. But other than that, everything else is pretty even. Trading topside, that's not going to develop into anything. Though Jin Daddy
trading mid too.
Yeah, has snared him up. Back to the fight top lane. Takey is going.
That's close. Ooh, the ulti though. Subjugate.
He's chasing him down. Will he be able to kite it? Nice flash out. Right before the auto can complete. That
Very close.
Unexpected.
That's a tilter. Didn't have flash up.
Yeah.
Couldn't follow up.
Uh-oh.
If he gets a good... Oh!
There's the pillar. There's the ult. There's the oranges. Oh! Almost gets him. Bring him
Orange
down.
OP?
Nope. He's good. So.
Looks like DST is thinking about setting up around towards the bot side. Saw Rise roam into the enemy jungle. Didn't get any vision. But Sejuani clearing some wards on the bot side.
And this CS lead for Jin Daddy's now ballooned to 25 from the 10 it was previously. So even though Psycho Sully's making an appearance mid lane, he's gonna hit the bear stance stun. Jin Daddy gets the shield pop. He's gonna run back, kite him, snare him. Here comes the turn though. He's walking forward with a Shen ult, but nice stun.
Boosted Shen.
That was a well played play there by
Nevermore. Getting out of it cleanly. I would have loved to see the Sejuani Q ult, and I know for a fact that would have reached. Could have got the Aurelion Soul, but they're just playing too safe. This Sejuani is not doing what she needs to do. Sejuani is one of the greatest early game junglers, in my opinion. A little bit squishy, yes, but as soon as she hits 6, she can repeat gank any lane, and the Q ulti extends the range so much on her ulti that she can go for plays like that.
Yep, though they will try and take the dragon, which is actually really nice for them. But actually, unless he just gets caught out, Voice of Light.
Unfortunate. He lives.
Ampliricon does not get his hook. Meanwhile, Sully's back mid lane. That was a interesting series of events there. Ocean Drake does a lot of damage, and it doesn't help to have an Aurelion Soul whacking you with his W and
mana,
ulting you, from over the wall while you're trying to kill it.
Yeah, got a little bit greedy, I think, taking out the ward. I think they could have just forced it without killing the ward, but just trying to deny vision. Almost got caught out.
Oh,
ooh, Tristana going
trade
deep.
Forward onto CTG Requiem. He should be okay, though. He's
DST's Tristana kind of went AFK there for a second. Just tanked the ulti, tanked a few autos.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like kiting. Now, who wins this matchup? Early, late, mid game, out of the GP and the Trundle.
The Trundle wins early. The GP eventually gets to a point where he's so huge that Trundle can't deal with him. But that's how it is with GP, and pretty much every champion top lane.
Better team fight or better 1v1? How long do you think it'll be a 1v1?
That depends. I think as long as Gangplank wants it to be, honestly, because both these champions want to split push. But here comes the
Q ult!
Double XL.
Q ult!
Only the slow lands. They're going to try and dive this. All right, never mind. They're not. Oh, they are, actually. Bit of a miscommunication, but Dawson can heal up from
Oh,
his
he's going to turn it.
Takey's going down, and he turns 1. Will he turn 2? Top die? Oh, man, that was...
Top cry for DST, unfortunate.
That was not a coordinated series of events there. I don't think they were on the same page at all because...
Definitely not. Because GP started to walk away right as she started to dive.
Yeah, as soon as Key started backing out, XXL walked back in again.
Yeah, Subjugate healed him up quite a bit there too.
Yeah, he's... You don't dive a... Oh man, here comes the fight. Drago Kine taken really low, he's out of there, but Jin Daddy ports in. He should finish off CTG Requiem, but DeFluff flashes out. He's incredibly low. CTG Requiem is still alive. He picks up the kill on the Tristana. Jin Daddy, though, still has not managed to finish him off. Now he does. The Gangplank's here. The Aurelion Soul's here. The Thresh is all alone. Here comes another TP. Double kill for Jin Daddy. Dawson is now in the fight, but I feel like they can just kite them out.
Got the stun.
Oh, the Q misses from Jin Daddy, though. This could be bad. GP's still in, though.
Wow.
This is really risky. The Aurelion Soul has no mana, though.
As close as you can get. One good barrel.
Yeah. That was gonna be my point. Is I think that the GP does have better team fighting.
Yeah, definitely.
Barrels. Oh, Shenalt coming down. Dawson should go down, and there goes Psycho Sully too. He's gonna get stunned, and he's just gonna die. So overextension, big time there from Nevermore.
Yeah, Sejuani passive really came in handy there. Every melee champion that gets an auto attack on an enemy champion gets that free passive for her. So all she has to do is walk up an E, and because she's in melee range of her allies, just gets a free E.
Yep, DST now will hopefully still be able to get this dragon once again. It's an interesting teleport. I don't believe that was necessary. He's also gonna walk right into a Aurelion Soul Q. Oh, double XL, that was unnecessary. Now he's caught 1 versus 2. He'll flash out. That was risky. Another risky play for
waste of sums.
Another risky play for a ward does not pay off.
He's got to make Army proud with that vision score. It's worth it. Yeah. Worth the death.
He's got 16 right now, the most in the game.
Look at the wards right now, though, on the side of DST and the enemy jungler. Moving up their ward line very nicely.
Yep, that was...
At least on the bot side. Where you called it. It is going to be a clown fiesta in the bot lane with both teams sending multiple members down there.
Yep. That was the 4 TPs bot lane that I'd envisioned going in. Trading top lane, though, between GP and there. There's a hook onto the Fluff.
Oh, team map.
He'll taunt out. That's okay. Dawson and Key still exchanging blows, but it's really still kind of even. I think it just kind of barely goes in favor of the Trundle right now.
Yeah. For now, still, definitely.
Fluff misses his taunt. That's not good. He'll get hooked. He'll probably die. Rakan's got to get out of range of this turret, though, before he goes down. He will survive. The Fluff will get another one. Here comes more fighting top lane as Double XL tries to gank again.
Sejuani prank.
It should be a success this time. Interesting flash for Key, though here comes more party in the bot lane. Aurelion Soul is here, the stun doesn't land, Voice of Blade comes across, flash forward on the Jin Daddy. He'll go down. So huge cross-map play for Nevermore. They just pick up a 3-for-1. That was...
Ooh, the rush for the first tower, too. They have Rift Herald, though,
they're gonna get it
Nevermore.
with the Rift Herald, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure. This is going to be close.
No minions!
It depends on the Rift Herald charge.
No, I think DST's got it!
Yeah. This, unless they... Oh, no, they don't have a wave.
Maybe?
So it will go over the Nevermore.
They got it.
That wave's gone. Alright, so that's... Definitely worth it for Nevermore. 3-for-1 and the first turret. That's, that was an impressive play. They were fighting on 2 fronts, and they did it both times.
Ginsu's already finished for Kog'Maw.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. He's 1-1 and 5. He's up, like, 30 CS on Tristana. This is a big Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
If he keeps going the way he's going, their win condition will be fulfilled, because it's basically let Kog'Maw and Aurelion Soul deal damage from far away, and no one can hit them.
Yeah.
Because you gotta try and deal with a Thresh hooking your carries, or keeping you off them, or a Udyr trying to run in and smack them, or a Trundle trying to do the same. It's
Yeah,
really
it looks
just,
like Udyr's trying to finish his Triforce. Pretty close to it. A
Yeah,
little bit more
5 and
goals
2.
will have it.
He's huge right now. This is where you want to be as Udyr. Basically, he should, at this point, if it weren't for the wards, the good wards in the choke points in the jungle,
Mhm.
by DST, Sully would own their jungle right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of kept out by their wards, though. Actually,
Oh,
gank
okay.
on Aurelion Sol, Voice of Light pushes them back, but Jin Daddy hits the Q
Nice.
from downtown. Oh, Ryze ult going out. They're going to take it. He gets hooked, hits the blast cone. Psycho Sully's
Ooh.
okay.
Oh.
Interesting stopwatch. I don't
Q
know if I
ult.
agree with that. He's snared, and they'll just disengage.
Says Ronnie, just Q ult. Keeps missing those ult by just a
Psycho
few
Sully
feet.
still wants this. Stun on the Jin Daddy. Shen ult comes across. They're split, though. My screen just froze. Alright, here we go. Back in it. CTG Requiem is low. The tower goes down, though, so there's no more protection for him. Hooked by... Ooh, man, that's going to be close. Can't play Recon. Dawson is on the backside. I'm so sorry, Twitch chat. I have not done...
Trundle's here.
Months. Key, he's just going to go down. Alright.
Unfortunate.
Double
What
XL.
can you do?
He's on the run. He's not
Run,
going to be
Arcade
far.
CR.
This is a very sad, slow death.
Unfortunate. That's when you spam your dab emote and just accept defeat. Unfortunate.
So despite these plays going in the favor of Nevermore recently, they actually are still on even gold. Effectively, it won't be even for very long because they're gonna pick up this turret and tie up the towers. But
And that's
It's,
just strong laning right there.
yeah, it's the lanes. Honestly, it's only really just been strong
wow.
laning from Jin Daddy. Though, as I say that, he's been hooked.
Yeah.
They're gonna take him in. He's gonna dive. He cannot 1v4. He may be good, but he cannot 1v4.
Yeah, unfortunately, used a stopwatch in the earlier team fight.
The
in
Fluff
enemy
should
jungle.
not be here right now. There's not much he can do.
To
against-
run would show fear.
5 members of Nevermore.
I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta accept your death and say you didn't wuss out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Barrett's gonna be
big-
coming up soon as well.
So Nevermore now take the lead. They're about 1.5k up, and then they've got a tower.
If they all back, they may be able to rush a Baron right here if they're feeling it. If they're feeling risky, they could risk it all right here for the Baron.
Yeah, they definitely could, but
They're hovering.
the thing is, there's no sweepers on DST yet. It's kind of worrying.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No, not gonna go for it.
confused.
Probably a smart decision, but would have been
I'm
exciting.
actually, as a support main, I'm gonna choose to get a little mad at the Fluff here for not getting his sweeper after he finishes his support quest. You should do that. You pick up your sweeper after you get your
Yeah.
Eye of the Aspect. That's what it's called now.
I don't know why you wouldn't either. I mean, your score
Yeah.
looks better at the end of the game. It helps the team. You know, it's just a good thing to do.
Mhm.
Be a good support. Buy your sweeper.
And get some Cloud Drake now, though.
Kind of
Ocean.
unfortunate. An ocean and a cloud, yeah.
Ocean
be good
actually.
late
Oh,
game.
keys on to Arceon. Here comes the entire team. He's toast. That's no good for Aurelion Sol. They want to chase down more kills there. Rudon can't play Rakan. He's going to flash over the wall. Jin Daddy will follow him, as will Drago and the rest of the team.
Whew, clean.
That's going to be can't play Rakan going down. CTG Requiem is also going to fall. This should be Baron for DST. I
Losing
hope
trades all over the map.
they better go for Baron. It looks like they're pinging it.
Yep.
This
Looks like
should
Daddy's gonna go
should
deal with
be
either
good.
mid lane or
Jin
bot.
Daddy, I like what they're doing. They accept they're not going to get this Baron, so they're trying to pressure the bot in mid lane and trying to at
Yeah.
least get something back. Because
It's the most they can do right now.
though Cycle Sully might still be able to come back and try and mess with them yet, because they're actually not.
Oh,
that tanky
flash
yet.
fight! Flash fight!
The Fluff's getting actually a little bit low. The Udyr's over the wall. He flashes in, but he's knocked
No.
right back out. Jin Daddy and Dawson are trading at the same time. Baron falls in favor of DTS.
Jin Daddy!
Big
Got him.
stun by the Aurelion Sol, though. Everybody's dying except Double XL. He's gonna go down. Psycho
Does
Sully,
Monty
will he
play that
fall?
story?
He has Triumph. He's alive. There we go. That was
Well, that was crazy.
was hectic. Yeah, and then meanwhile in the bot lane, Jin Daddy wins the 1v1 versus Dawson. So just when you thought that Nevermore were starting to take over the game, DTS hit him right back. DST. I'm gonna keep interchanging those for the rest of the time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit worrying. I know there was a friendly bet going on in the server that Nevermore were so confident in their game ability that they thought they could 2-0 Nottingham. I thought this game would for sure be a teller. You know, if they can curb stop this game, end this game fast with an arguably a lot weaker team than NN. So they have a lot to prove this game, and so far, I'm not 100% convinced.
The thing is, it seems like for DST, their win condition of have Jin Daddy 1v9 is basically coming to pass. He's done so much damage, and he's just coming online now. He's got his Seraphs. His Rod of Ages is almost stacked. He's got his Morella Namicon. He's got his Boots of Lucidity. He's on 4 items already, just 23 minutes into the game. It's that
Seraph is what saved him in the 1v1
big on Rise.
Too.
Oh, DC.
Oh, AFK?
You better let him go. Good guy, Rakan.
Oh, good guy. Yeah, for real. It was pretty obvious he was DC too.
There's the pause. Yeah, there we go. He didn't follow that. Respectable play.
Yes, very much so.
Coming out. So, this is.
I would ask you what's the pause for, but I think you know.
Yeah, back and forth game though so far. I'm not sure who's gonna take it, but I'm leaning towards DTS right now because it seems like even though DST, even though Nevermore have been making, in my opinion, better macro decisions, in the hectic, crazy team fights, just mechanically, it seems like DST are outplaying them every time so far. So
I kind of disagree. I think Nevermore in the team fights are outplaying them, but I think that the Rise ultis are single-handedly what have kept them in this game. These Rise ultis have gotten numerous amounts of picks, numerous amounts of team fights. When it was still in laning phase, the Rise TPs, or not TPs, but Rise ultis were what kept bringing in people to the bot lane. And I think they're some of the best Rise ultis we've seen in the entire league.
That's true. They have definitely been impactful so far, but I do feel like Jin Daddy more or less has been the MVP for DST so far this season.
Yeah,
he's definitely showing it. He's looked very, very good so far.
Yeah, 2 items completed on the Tristana, even with how far behind she is. That extra kill really helping her out.
Thing is, yeah, she's 1,000 gold behind the Kog'Maw, but she's got her Infinity Edge, she's got her Rapid Fire Cannon. She should buy a Static Ship next.
Yeah, are you a fan of the Rapid before Static? I like the IU Static perfect.
I like IU Static first as well, because especially when you're behind, you need the wave clear from Static. But once she gets all 3 of those items, Dragokine should be at least able to stand somewhat close from Kog'Maw, or close to Kog'Maw without instantly like evaporating.
Yes.
Oh man.
And I noticed Udyr. Sorry, go ahead.
I was no, I was done. I was just like, that Kog'Maw's got the Wit's End, he's got the Berserker, he's got the Rage Blade. As soon as
he's hitting hard now,
he's gonna just be chunking people every single auto.
Yep. I was looking at Udyr's build. Didn't go for the Center Hulk or the Blood Razor. I've seen both build. I don't usually see the Warrior build too many times. Yeah. But do you think he's going to continue to go for the Bruiser build or just hit full tank now? Because you can already see Sejuani's getting there. As soon as he gets a Warmog, the passive is OP.
I'm not sure I like this style of Udyr because I feel like it's really Blood Razor and Cinder Hulk are really the ways to go because you gotta commit to either carry Udyr or tank Udyr.
Yeah.
I feel like Bruiser Udyr really doesn't get either job done.
I agree, yeah.
That's the problem with Bruisers right now. They really just don't get either job done. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of Warrior on Udyr, but he might be so ahead it doesn't matter. I'm not entirely sure. He's 1k up, but really it's not that much. Also, interesting to see, I'm still looking at gold again. Key is about 1,500 gold up on Dawson right now because of that. Between the gank, even though Dawson's up like 20 CS on him, it's just the Gangplank and the Kleptomancy. It's stacking up, and the Spellthief's Edge as well that he's got. it's this is actually going to be a really interesting game, assuming Tristana reconnects, because both of these teams are basically coming online right now. So the next team fight might even decide the game, even though it's only 23 minutes in. Because
I can agree with that. I think if Sejuani plays a little bit more aggressive, this game could be over a lot faster. They've had the opportunities to catch out the Aurelion and the Kog'Maw multiple times. I think Sejuani, even now, with the gold deficit like not in her favor, is still a better champion with the 2 items she has versus Udyr's 2 items. And I can even see her 1v1ing Udyr, which is kind of Udyr's main purpose with that build right now. So I'm kind of questioning the Udyr decision. It's like, there's champions that do what he does better, like in both roles. If you're wanting a carry, there's better carry junglers. If you want to tank, there's better tank junglers.
Like if you were gonna pick a jungler that goes warrior and Triforce, you'd probably pick Vi over Udyr any day of the week. But yeah, I'm surprised the Blood Razor hasn't come out from him. I would have expected it.
So guys, just jumping in real quick, just to give you both a small refreshing reminder about the pause rule. They are still far away from it at this time. They still have enough time to still avoid this circumstance, but I just want to make sure this is a pause still from DST going into this. So they still have about 10 minutes remaining before we have to start pulling down some rules at this time. But I thought I'd give you guys a quick reminder also to let you guys know that you guys can take a break at this time. It's basically been enough time where you guys, if you guys need a vocal rest, totally cool. We'll wait for the pause to be concluded when it does get concluded, ladies and gentlemen. But
are people watching?
Oh yes, of course they are. We've still got about just 19 people watching. Well, last time I checked.
So we can't stop talking then.
Well, no, actually, with the pause time, there's nothing really to talk about other than what you guys already addressed. So, you guys
are trying to make me look bad, Army. I see how it is.
No.
You think you're gonna show me up as a bad caster?
Okay, okay, we're getting defensive. All right, say what you want. I'm just saying, you guys have the right to take a break according to Duo Esports' rule.
There's only so long we can
talk about nothing. Exactly.
We can talk about Warrior Udyr. That only lasts for so long.
All right.
Could only flame one player so long before I get yelled at myself.
Cool. Well, just so you guys know, I'll be reconvening back with you guys soon enough. They are slowly approaching that. I will reconvene with you guys back at the 20-minute mark.
All right, thank you, man.
I'll tell you the rules from there. All right, see you guys. And good luck in the cast if the unpause happens.
My first keto bake.
So, you watched any LCS today? Rip.
Yeah, rip indeed. Sorry. Mom came in my room talking about her baking. I got super excited. Woo! Cookies! It wasn't cookies. It was an omelet baked into a cupcake form. Unfortunate. Oh, he didn't mute the audio. My bad. Let me mute my mic.
Oh, we've unpaused. We're back in it.
Miracles do come true.
Yep. So, it looks like Jin Daddy is solo split pushing bot lane with no words. That is bold.
Needs to be careful. I think he's getting a little bit confident after the 1v1. You know what I mean?
He can probably 1v1 anybody on the team. He's already 1v1 Dawson, but the problem is when more people show up. I don't think they will, though. I think this is actually... I think he's alright doing this just because they got people grouped up mid lane. Although, Kine actually still doesn't look like he's reconnected to the game. It looks like they just unpaused.
Oh, wow, yeah. I guess they're not wanting to lose the game.
He's still sitting in base. Jin Daddy is just Wow.
Damn
You
it.
know, if they go fast enough and push hard enough, they might just win this 4v5.
Man, they need to fight. DST need to fight. Even if they are a man down, they won that trade easy right there if they would have just gone in.
Yeah. Basically, they've just gotta, like, push this
Oh!
before they realize. In goes
Finally!
the dive, stun on the Arceon. The flash taunt only lands onto Dawson. They're getting traded back onto, but Jin Daddy now does a lot
Gangplank
of
didn't get there
damage.
fast enough. That's
And
unfortunate.
down goes Double XL.
Not
and-
coordinated at all.
Shen, yeah. That was a little bit too forced. Now Jin Daddy is all alone. He still has his ult, but... Oh, flashback in. That... may
Oh,
not
that
pay
would have
off,
hit.
but He does a lot of damage, but not enough against this Kog'Maw who's just free hitting him over and over again. Meanwhile, Sully has taken 2 turrets top lane.
Hey,
Unanswered.
don't worry. They still got Baron on Tristana.
Problem is he's stuck in the fountain.
You know, I don't think that was too forced. I think they would have played it well if Gangplank would have been there. Gangplank didn't go in until Shen and Sejuani had already used both their ultimates, so he just backed off. He completely left him. And Sejuani was still going in. I feel like the Gangplank and Sejuani synergy has been so far, like, out of left field this game, that it's single-handedly losing them team fights. Like, right? Like, top lane, when they did the dive, gave Dawson a huge lead.
A
Yeah,
lot of
watch
botch
that dive.
ganks.
And then that right there, the Gangplank, Sejuani synergy.
Yeah. Key, I know, is new for their team. He hasn't played in any weeks previously, so it is a little bit expected, but Double XL, he's going top lane again. Let's see if they can make it work this time. He's got a red buff, he's got a stun, he's got an ult. Here come the barrels. This should be a kill. I don't know how much further Trundle can run. He's healing up from his ult, but he should just be taken down eventually. Yeah, I think he's just... Oh, accepted his fate. Never mind. Tries to flash, but he is done for.
Try to get fancy.
At the same time, though, Double XL's on the other side of the map, so this should be a easy dragon for Nevermore.
The ADC still hasn't reconnected. This could be really sad.
Oh, they're actually looking for Jin Daddy. He's gonna try and ult out, but that's a... Ooh, he gets it
Queen.
off just in time. That was smooth from Jin Daddy.
Confidence. Pure confidence showing up there.
If he'd gotten hit by that bear stance, that would have been canceled, but
Mm-hmm.
it should still be a dragon coming out for Nevermore. So yeah, this is pretty much Nevermore's game to lose now. Really unfortunate for DST that they lost their ADC to internet issues.
I think if I remember the rules correctly, a 10-minute pause, like, invokes rules, like, in terms of them losing bans or whatever, them losing the game. But I do know you have multiple bans that you can, or multiple pauses you can use in the game. And wouldn't not losing this game be worth a few ban losses? Or at least just calling another pause, even if for a few minutes? Rather than continue to have the lead be thrown?
I don't know. We don't really know the circumstances. Oh, he's back. There's the reconnect.
He's alive!
So they're actually DST are still up about 1,000 gold. It really doesn't. It's starting to get to the point where it doesn't mean a ton. What they really just need is people. They need their ADC back. It says he's reconnected, but he has not actually left the spawn platform yet.
Alright, here's the
Now he's-
official rule in the rulebook. 8.2.2, player pause. Players may only pause a match following direction of a BSGCS official or after an unintentional disconnection as defined in section 8.1. If the pause exceeds 10 minutes, the team with the disconnection is liable for punishment. If the pause exceeds 15 on a GOR, the team requesting must either unpause the game or forfeit the match. So that is why they didn't call another pause or let it exceed, because they had the possibility of forfeiting the match.
See, now what they should do is try and force a fight before they realize Nevermore. Sorry, before Nevermore realized that Tristana's back.
Back, yeah. Just ruined it. Show top
Goes
lane.
out. I didn't expect them to follow that. That's just they don't know where the rest of them are. But I'm pretty sure they know Trist is back now. Looks like they're trying to engage. There's the
Fighting
pick
without
onto Can play Rakan. They're fighting. Redemption goes down. Psycho Sully's alone in the backline, but he's a squishy Udyr. Double XL is also falling low, though. Psycho Sully barely makes it out on the side. Here comes the Rise ult. They're behind them now. CTG Requiem is trapped, but they gotta delete him before he can heal up. They should bring him down. Double kill for Requiem. He should fall as well. Aurelian's Soul's going down, but
CC!
it also takes down Jin Daddy. Flash forward on from the Tristana, and yeah, that's a 3 for 3. Not bad. I don't know
All those
what.
calculated team fights.
Yeah. It seems like really not much for either team besides just some breathing time while everyone respawns, but
Yeah,
So I
started
guess
that fight
that's
before
better.
Tristana even walked out.
yeah, that's
Could've been a
better for
completely different
DST
fight.
because the longer this game goes, the better for them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't
They'll-
know. A lot of
they'll
little
take a-
macro misplays. If you were
an
watching
even trade.
the same team fight, like Seshwani walked up and died. She didn't need to. Like she had so much time to run away, especially with a team there. Nobody was focusing the Trundle when it was like a 5v1 before the rest of the team had showed up. Side on Nevermore.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just tunnel visioning, like tunnel visioning on the backline, but like Gangplank flashed to go kill the. I think it was a Tristana who ran left.
I'd also like to
Instead of
point
stopping
out
the
that
field.
the mid lane CS differential now is 317 to 155. So he is actually long past the flame horizon. That is pretty impressive. Although at the same time he's actually he's up 4k gold. Like they got the same amount of kills and pretty much the same amount of assists, but that CS is making all the difference. Stun onto Psycho Sully. He's squishy. He'll just die. This
Ooh,
should be a
does not do
Baron.
much damage.
Though actually, they're starting it up without their jungler. This
That's
is
risky.
dangerous, but it could pay off big time if they get it. The problem is, the rest of DST's here. It will
Oh, they
go
got him.
down. That was bold. Now DeFluff is all alone. They're gonna just
Fight.
disengage this. That was, wow. That was impressive. DeFluff is still on the chase though.
Oh, where's
He's
Requiem
cut him
going? He's
off.
running the wrong way.
He's by himself. He's just gonna die. Though actually, now
They're caught out.
Tristana's
Not like
here. They're
this.
stuck. Key almost goes
Kog'Maw
down.
hurts.
Rakan's gonna fall. The Kog'Maw does hurt, but he's CC'd, and he's dead. Jin Daddy going forward.
Ooh,
He wants
almost
more.
got key.
Oh, flash forward from Double XL. Flash Smite. That connects onto Dawson. He's been rooted. He's actually just gonna flash out. So they get the bot lane, but there's still two members with Baron buff on the side of Nevermore. So
Still
If you're
two tier 2
Nevermore-
towers too for Nevermore.
yeah, if you're Nevermore, that's the best you can hope for because you're whoa. Good buffering from Triss. But yeah, your jungler just got caught out by himself on bot side with Baron up, and you ended up with the Baron. That was impressive.
Now, if you're Nevermore here, what's your game plan? Because you can't keep letting it go late. You're just not gonna win. You're fighting right now. You're barely breaking even on these fights.
You protect Kog'Maw at all costs, basically. I feel like if you try and dive, it's not gonna work out. You're just gonna get obliterated and CC'd, and Shen's gonna block up all those auto attacks. Basically, their best chance right now is to have this Kog'Maw melt the tanks, and then just go front to back.
Yeah, just quad Knight's Vow.
That
for Kog'Maw.
or plop Trundle in a side lane and
Let him do what he's doing.
perfectly
Split.
push.
Yeah.
But like, not a ton of teams can actually execute split push, so I'm not entirely sure. Though Nevermore's trying it right now with the Udyr.
Yeah, both good split pushing champions. In the past, they've been sending Rise to go deal with them.
Problem is, Sully's been caught out twice split pushing already this game. Though, nice hook lands onto the fluff. He should get taken down.
Nice. That's what you're looking for. Picks.
Udyr is
And the
on
split push.
It's at the same time. Here come the Baron empowered minions mid lane. Though Sully
GG
might
Rod
be
OP.
caught. Never mind, he's good. Hook on the Jin Daddy from Camplay Rakan, but he's going down. This Tristana does tons of damage. They're gonna try and
got
kill
him.
this. Get out of auto attack range. Okay, interesting jump back from Tristana. Jin Daddy has a lot of wave clear though, but I think he might be a little bit too far forward. That tower's gonna fall. Flash
They break
forward.
the base.
Secures him. Uh-oh, here comes that Rise ult. But it's cancelled by CC. Okay, good. Because I don't think Jin Daddy wanted to take that.
Yeah, would have been a little bit aggressive.
So, impressive fights from both teams. 1 for 1, but... Or sorry, 2 for 1. For Nevermore. 2 for 2. I'm actually...
Yep, 2 for 2.
These new smaller little scoreboard icons are messing with me. Yeah, no, they got that turret though. So if you're Nevermore, you're happy with that. Although this Drake should, in theory, go to DST. So Elder Drake
really
with
bothers
3
me?
dragons should be a threat. Actually, they have no smite. Here comes Udyr. He's not going to get there in time.
Close.
Psycho Sully still wants it though. He's taunted. He does not deal nearly enough damage.
Oh, W in. Oh no, Kagama's there. Psych, do not W in.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. That would
Yeah, you know what really bothers me about Aurelion Sol? This guy is a dragon, cosmic dragon, that builds galaxies and stars. And yet he's smaller than a couple ocean drakes.
He's also about to be 200 CS behind this rise.
That's why he's so small. He lost all his confidence. Unlucky.
That's actually an insane amount of CS for CS per minute for Jin Daddy. Like, he's got 375 CS in 35 minutes. That's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items for
Yeah.
the rise.
No, he's basically at his full build. Like,
He is full build, yeah, unless
he's
he
full
sells
build, yeah. 35 minutes for rise. Oh, they want to fight. Stun goes out onto this Kog'Maw. They've got to
Good
finish
take
it
on
quickly.
the Cog.
His Guardian Angel
This
pops.
could be it. This is what they've
That's
needed.
it. That's a big fight. This is a big power play for DST right now.
They can keep
Flash
going.
forward.
Flash on.
They're looking for more. That is going to be a triple kill.
Give him the
Jin
Penta. Have to worry about the open inhibitor top lane and the ZZ rot. I don't know if you push mid here or if you just go back and try and defend.
They definitely push mid lane. They got a GP, and it looks like they're even sending Triss
Katana?
just to make sure this Trundle doesn't kill anyone.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, I guess. With how strong Rise is right now, there's no need in sending the extra Triss there when they can just guarantee the top inhib will be safe. Dub dropping the disrespect with the laugh, taking the tower shot. Without his passive, he is like 10 times squishier, so maybe not worth. Finally getting more aggressive, Dub.
Yep. So it looks like DST will just back off and reset, which is
Sweepers.
good for them. This game has been insanely back and forth. 30 kills in 36 minutes. 5 towers to 7, but despite only having 5 towers, DST are up 3k gold. A lot of that is because of this Gangplank passive, but even more, I think, at this point, is just because of the insane amount of farm they have funneled onto Jin Daddy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
about to hit
insane.
400 CS. That's absurd.
Well, call that a number of things. Call it jungler help.
It's
Camp in the
true.
mid lane.
But also, he's always the one in the side lanes. He's always the one,
Yeah. Instead of the one to
picking up
stop the
CS
split
wherever he
push.
can. He's very good at just getting resources for himself. Like I'm in Platinum 1 and I rarely see people hit those numbers. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
407 CS. That is a bold hook onto the fluff. He's actually just gonna be alright. He's tanky Shen right now. But he's also died 8 times already. So
Yeah, at what point do you report him for feeding? After the first death, I'm blaming the game loss on Shen.
I mean, I really do not agree with Dead Man's Plate on Shen.
Yeah,
Especially when you're that far behind. Buy a locket. Got the locket now, but that could have been so useful to them in their fights where they, just barely went even with them. Both teams
Yeah, you
are
can
just
definitely see the top laner in there. I'm shocked you actually
someone's
didn't
gonna walk
see
in.
that.
Hook goes forward. This could be a pick onto the Sejuani. He'll actually just flash out. He's really tanky, but they're not done yet. The fluff is low. He taunts out, but actually, Tristana thinks twice. Down goes double XL. He's knocked out. This should be a free Baron for Nevermore.
This game is so much more back
Jin
and forth
Daddy's
than I thought it would
pushing,
be.
but they're just gonna give it up. They're gonna hope that the Tristana and Gangplank can wave clear while this Ryze tries to get something bot lane. But he's not gonna get anything bot lane. They're just gonna go back and deal with this wave. He can't do anything. Oh boy, this has been a really back and forth game. Super intense. Like, whoever gets the momentum off this game is gonna have just a ton of it going into game 3, because
Oh,
like, it
for sure.
sucks to lose these close games. Psycho
Yeah,
Sully,
really determines the greatness of a player.
but that Shen taunt doesn't really go anywhere. Though actually,
That's been the
Jin Daddy
story of
ports
the
it,
game.
but he ported the wrong way. He's oh well. That's fast dude here. He's just gonna run.
Built the Gargoyle stun plant after the ZZ rot.
Yep, he's trying to get tanky. I respect that. Though hook on the Jin Daddy. If they can take down Jin Daddy, this is big. He's Zonya's. He's low. He's getting low though. At the same time, on the other side of the fight, CTG Requiem's falling. He's still not dead. Now he's dead. Actually, Psycho Sully will finish off Jin Daddy nearly. They're nearly dead. Voice of Light goes across. There's so much going on. Tristana will fall unless... Yep, he'll fall. So 4 for 3 right now. This could be the end of the game if Key can't defend this 1v2. The barrels do a lot of damage, but he can't get anywhere close to this Aurelion Soul without dying. Actually, look, it looks like he might even go down. Alright, never mind. He'll get out, but...
No ulti on either Dawson or Arcasion. So this
20 seconds until the fluff is back up, and even then, what happens with... It's just a Shen. Key can't get close enough to deal any damage.
Towers.
They're going for the towers. Dawson's getting low. They'll take him down. That is the game. Nevermore making a big statement in game 1. Actually, the fluff is still alive.
Hero Shen plays. Hero Shen plays.
Better be pretty desperate. Dawson's just whacking the Nexus. He can ignore him. Double XL's back, and that is game 1 going over the Nevermore. 40 minutes. Ooh, that was...
Jin Daddy left a little fast.
That was one hell of a game by Nevermore, especially from I'm sorry I can't say your name, Aurelion Soul. Carcian,
Yeah, Carcian sounds right.
He went up against who many people are calling, and I'm calling as well, the best mid laner in the league.
Ooh,
and even though he was like 200 CS down. Yeah, I think it's between Jin Daddy and Omen, to be fair, but even though he lost that, he still made the plays, he still got the kills, even though he was down in like a lot in CS. He still found a way to make things work for his team, because at the end of the day, he just zoned out so many people with the W.
Yeah,
crazy.
I think, like, honestly, if DeFluff had just a little bit better build choice and a little bit better taunts, the game could have completely turned. I think it's a little cheesy for that game to have ended where it did. A little undeserved, a little unfair to DST, I think. A little bit unlucky. Not taken away from Nevermore at all. They played a great game. They played to their strengths. They played the early game really strong. But the disconnects with the Tristana, the Shen, build path was pretty wonky. A lot of factors that I think if it would have changed, could have been a completely different game.
Yeah, if you're DST, you're not very happy with Dragokine right now. He did less than half of Kog'Maw's damage that game, and he only beat out the Thresh on the enemy team by about 2,000 damage, so he was not terribly impactful this game.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate if you look at the Adir damage too. Built Bruiser and still did less damage than the Sejuani. And that's why Tank right now and Sejuani are just too good. I don't think it's worth picking up a Bruiser jungler like that when the hard tanks are literally just better.
So basically, what Psycho Sully needs to do is start listening to Hushinshin all the time. Right?
Yes, League of Stopwatch, baby, confirmed.
Just stop playing Bruisers. It's just you got to go either full tank or full damage. There's no in between.
So I guess I'm not needed for this segment at all. Apparently, you guys got the whole thing covered all by yourselves.
Yeah. Take it over, my friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you want to say something? Go for it.
Cover your favorite aspect of it.
I will, but before I do that, how about I talk about the damage taken and self-mitigated damages here. Trundle with the highest damage taken, and he definitely had to do a lot of split pushing, and he certainly managed to stay alive somehow, overpowering not only that tower taking Nexus at that point, barely living through the gangplank damage, but at the same time, he just continued to just press and swing, and it was absolutely incredible. But to finally get to my final and favorite topic here, Vision Score and Vision Placed, let's take a look at that a vision score here. Looks like Rakan spotting that triple-digit number again this time here, folks. And that is a consistent average he's really shooting for, and he's certainly earning it.
Impressive. CTG Requiem awarded more than 4 of the 5 players on a DST, so that's impressive. That's the kind of AD carry you want as a support main.
Gonna also say that Shen actually managed to place down 3 more wards, but still seemed to lost by 20 to the Thresh here. And Canplay Rakan certainly did not seem to ward the most for the first time
I think that's
in the
because
week.
it took him like half an hour to buy a sweeper. It might have something to do with it.
Well, let's see on the wards destroyed here. He did manage to destroy a couple of them. Found a number of control wards. He managed to get 5 wards destroyed compared to the Thresh who got 7 wards destroyed. But I see what you're saying. Final thing here on the control ward purchase. 12 control wards purchased by the Thresh. That's a new statistic to add. Oh my goodness. Overcompensating, I think.
Toxic shots fired.
You can never have too many control wards. It's actually wise as well. Like if you're a support in the late game, what you want to do is not even buy like a 6th item. You just sit on 3 control wards all the time because you'll want to have one on an objective, and then you'll want to have another one to replace it if it gets destroyed, and then you'll want to have another one to replace that one if they're like, let's say, on a Baron and you need vision of it. You just throw down a control ward, and the enemy team, they're hitting Baron. They can't really do that. But yeah, it's always good to sit on a lot of control wards. So
yeah, I agree.
Props to him for buying them.
Yep, and we'll congratulate him later on. I probably will end up talking to him later. But anyway, it's break time. We got to go ahead and get ourselves ready for the next custom game. So stick around, folks. We are coming back pretty soon. Don't go anywhere. We won't be long. See you guys in a few moments. Now, this is just a side commentary as a joke, but I wanted to say that every time I have to look for a Rengar on my friend list, I would put RNG, random number generator, for Rengar, and I thought that was kind of funny. Funny thing to add. But that's all. I'm sorry for the brief interruption. We'll be coming with the game very shortly.
Alright, and we're back underway for game 2. 1-0 right now for Nevermore. We'll see if they can, if they'll
Ouch.
2-0. Will they finally 2-0? That's the question, I guess.
On one hand, I hope so. On the other hand, I hope not for meme. But I'll find out. First ban's
Yeah.
gonna be the Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You kind of don't want to give that back over again. And I like that adaptation from DST because even though I like the adaptation because your bot
You like
lane
the
got
adaptation? You don't need a reason. You're fine.
their bot lane got annihilated last game by
Unlucky.
All right.
Banana duo esports game without a dodge.
Army, can I get a word?
Sure.
We were not supposed to ban game 2, correct? Not the first ones?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so they banned. I quit the lobby because of that. What do?
Alright, I'm gonna go back in to get that quick reminder real fast.
Hop
on
out of the
that for
Caster's
ya.
channel, boys.
Okay, so that being the case, we'll be...
We get to speculate a little bit more.
Right, actually, I was gonna say, gonna have to do the whole, business side of things where I just have to make sure everybody's clarified on the rules on that. So,
Go
for
swing the
time
hammer
being-
army on them.
Yeah.
Swing the ban hammer. Just start banning them all.
No,
Left and right.
that's Dota's deal. Can't take that job from him. Otherwise, what is he even doing here?
You're right. I should just add GVG to start banning people.
I know, right? And then we just don't need Dota at all. And I was fired. Anyway, guys, see you right back. Gotta go ahead and check out some business and make some rules. Make sure that they're correctly in the right position. So be right back. Won't be a moment. So,
Oh, they started.
Yeah, they did.
All right.
Okay, well, I think they probably were wondering what was going on with that. So be right back, folks. Won't be a quick second.
All right.
Okay,
Alright.
well, that fixes that, but it looks like I got another problem, by the way. Looks like
Yeah,
the...
it's frozen.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Oh, man, not this again. Hold on, everybody. Fixing the thing again. Give me a second. Tech
So for anybody
difficulties.
wondering right now, DST will not lose a ban, but Nevermore will, as long as they're starting stroke. They're not full roster.
Yes, that is 100% correct. So, sides been switched. Good luck, everybody. Let's get this match going, huh? See you
Yes, sir,
guys
yes,
pretty
sir.
soon as we get this set up right away.
And another champion select we go.
Yep, so something I'd like to see DST do is, like I said, I'd like to see them do this. They need to get a good matchup for their bot lane because they got annihilated last time
Mm-hmm.
in what was supposed to be an even matchup, so they
I
should.
pretty much only want to see a different jungler. I think anything but Odir, and they have a much stronger case for winning the game. Because he played mechanically perfectly, he ganked, he pathed perfectly, Psycho Sully did. So if they pick a different jungler, like if they can take away the Sejuani, I think they're already in a good running for getting an early advantage this game.
Yeah, Double XL actually, it's one of his main champions, but he didn't look terribly impressive on it
Mm-mm.
in that last game. So yeah, we'll see what he does if he gets forced off of it. Because something that I've seen him playing in solo queue recently is Camille jungle.
I'm a fan. I know like Zac is the usual counter to the Sejuani jungle, so I think that'd be a more viable pick. Like even Skarner might be better, but Camille's not bad. Just depends on how you build her, how proactive you are early.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a terrible clear either. They're gonna go ahead and ban out the Rise. Definitely don't want Jin Daddy on that one again.
Yeah, that's a wise move, but I feel like now Jin Daddy's probably just gonna play like Vladimir or something, or Malzahar, something even more obnoxious.
Yeah. Oh wow, they actually banned the Udyr. I guess they didn't like the early game presence of Cycle, so he played it well, but late game he was pretty much a non-factor, except for the split pushing.
That makes sense. They're banning away that Swain.
Still not a huge fan of it. I don't. After the rework, it's nice looking and it's pretty, but I don't think it's the most viable. I think it can be outplayed by a lot of different champions.
Speaking of champions that aren't terribly viable and can get outplayed, there's the J.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of Key in dual esports yet, so we'll see how he does on that champion.
Being bold with these top lane carry picks, I will say that.
That's for sure. Tarek, very, very strong support.
Yep. Though if I were him, I would have just ran the Thresh again, just based off how hard he smashed lane last time. Obviously, he can still destroy lane with Tarek, but Thresh does it better than
There we
pretty
go.
much anyone
Yeah.
else. That's
And with
good.
how aggro Psycho Sully played, I think this game's over already. Just the Sejuani pick. I genuinely think she can single-handedly carry games as a full tank. Literally every ability in her kit, including her passive, is CC. It's just so good. Plus, she gets tanky. If he plays half as aggro as he did last game, they'll win this game.
Oh, there's the work for Double XL as well. He stole an Elder Dragon on that earlier in the season, but
I'm a fan of Warwick. I like it.
I am also
Very squishy.
The Zoe though.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting to see out of Jin Daddy. That's a champion I haven't seen him play yet. We'll see how he does.
Jace, Zoe, Warwick. Warwick gets tanky, but he's not tanky enough to compare with the Sejuani or Anar.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Maybe trying a different approach. Last game, they just needed to scale. This game, it looks like they're trying more of an early game approach.
Looks like they're gonna hit the Fluffs champion pool again too, and try and force him onto something else.
Something he's not comfortable on, I'm sure.
Yeah. He doesn't seem very comfortable on many supports. He obviously doesn't main the role, but
Nah, proud for him for trying his best though. Really take one for the team and going down there and maybe not having the greatest idea of build path, but he's definitely making an effort, and I think we should all give him a little bit of respect for that.
they're trying to hit Requiem's champion pool too. But I looked at CTG Requiem before the game, and it looks like he plays nearly everything ADC. So I don't know how worthwhile it is banning out multiple champions, because it looks like he has a lot of champions in his arsenal, so...
Oh, wait a minute. Arcasian isn't playing this game.
Oh, you're right, he's not. They subbed him out
Yeah.
for Ulfwald. It's an interesting choice. 'Cause
Oh,
he
the
actually played
stream is glitched also. Army, if
pretty
you
alright.
can hear us.
Oh, not again. Oh my god, why does that keep happening?
Unfortunate. Right now, they locked in the Ezreal on the side of Nevermore. Pretty safe ADC. I think it's something viable. Ooh, a Lucian pick.
I
We
don't
saw
know
it
how-
work out in the all-one lane game versus GG.
Yeah,
so
but I
we'll
don't
see how
know.
this goes.
I don't know how I feel about Lucian as a champion,
He
especially
just got
with this
buffed.
comp.
He's confirmed the best ADC in the game.
I think he went from the worst ADC win rate wise to the second worst ADC win rate wise. But I don't know how I feel about them picking him when they got like a short ranged ADC like Lucian into this long range comp
Wow.
with all this CC when they got
Oh.
just dunked on in lane last game. So I don't know how good I feel about that, especially because Defluss Shen
Ooh. That
he
hurts.
didn't look comfortable on it last game. So
No, not at all.
I'm a
very
big fan of
scared
Nevermore's comp this time.
Yes, I love the Vygar pick. It's very hypey.
They got a lot of damage on the side of DST, but they're
I want to see a level 1 invade, dude. on the side of
really
Nevermore.
not a terribly tanky team.
No, definitely not. I think
Which-
Sejuani's all the tank you need, though, especially with your ulti.
Yeah. No,
With Terra's
oh,
ulti.
I'm talking about DST. They're not a terribly tanky team, which
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. You know, there's situations where it's all right to not have like many tanks or many tanky champions, but when you have a Gnar who's tanky, and does a lot of damage. You have a
Yeah.
Sejuani who's tanky and does a lot of damage. You have a Taric who can make people invulnerable. You have an Ezreal that can chunk you from far away, and you have a Veigar that can obliterate everybody. It would be nice to have some tanks.
Yeah, that's very true.
Who on that team really stands in front of the Ezreal queue besides Shen?
Yeah.
Just Shen, really. And then he wants to do other things besides that, so... They're also going to have a rough time actually locking down and killing anyone before that Taric ult finishes channeling or that Ezreal can E away. So...
Of like best case scenario where they get a catch out. I don't see him catching out the Vygar. I don't see him catching out the Ezreal. You can't like one shot the Gnar or the Sejuani. And Taric has like a pretty much get out of jail free card with his ulti. I don't know if this is just a really good draft by Nevermore or if this was just a really pitiful read by DST.
Well, similar to last game on Nevermore with how they had the Udyr that needed to like get them ahead early on. I think it's similar for DST this game, just with a Warwick,
Yeah.
because obviously they could still run away with this game pretty easily if they get the Zoe off the ground, or the Lucian off the ground, or the Jace off the ground. But I'm a little bit worried top lane as well, because they're, like you mentioned last game, their gank synergy was not the best. It was looking a little bit ugly at times when they tried to gank and got turned on 1v2. And then they just gave Dawson his main champion, so it's probably not going to get any easier. So...
Yeah, on the side, going back to what you said earlier about the Dub XL having to play a little bit earlier as well, that was the complete opposite of what he was doing last game, even though it would have been like pretty good, especially with the roams that the Udyr was making. So I wonder if he's actually going to do that, or if he's just going to keep farming and play safe. I hope he realizes the mistakes from last game and can go into this game with a lot more early pressure.
Yeah. Also, Jin Daddy has cleanse. That's probably a good move.
Yeah,
against this
definitely.
team. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff he's gonna want to cleanse because there's a target on his back.
It's going to be a
Especially 'cause
5-man
he's playing
QSS on the side of DST for sure.
Yeah. I hope they buy them. It'd be unfortunate if they don't, because if there is a team comp to buy QSS against, this is it. I'm also a little bit worried because Dawson seemed to be outlaning Key pretty heavily in that game. And I think he's probably going to go Airy on Gnar and just push him in.
Yeah, I have played against many Gnars, shockingly, only in the league. Is that the common? The Ari to go? Is it
Yeah, I
common
think
for us?
Aery's the most common one. I've seen some people running Press the Attack. I've seen some people running
Yeah,
Unsealed
that's what I've
Spellbook.
seen. Yeah,
But
the press the attack.
Gnar
Very
can't really
interesting.
make
What about
Unsealed Spellbook work, so yeah, I'm in favor of Nevermore based off their draft right now.
Yeah, me too. I think it's a fun comp. I think both comps are really fun, actually. So either way, if one team does take away with it, I think it's going to be a fun game no matter what. Both teams are going to come away
Yeah.
with a lot to learn.
Basically, what I think is Nevermore has a lot of comeback potential, where DST does not really have that much comeback potential.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
think
they get behind early, they're just gonna get
it's just
dove
over.
by a team that's
Yeah.
tankier than them and deals more damage than them. So there's really not gonna be much they can do. It's a bold comp. Oh, it's actually Comet on Gnar. That is not something I expected to see. It is an area on Jace, but I don't think I've ever seen Comet on Gnar before. That is new.
Yeah, I think
I'll say
I think
that.
if Psycho Sully plays early, like if he plays as aggressively, I think they win early, and they for sure win late. So it's going to be really hard for the side of DST to come back from that if they do go behind early.
Yeah,
If impossible.
yeah, and then also there's more. Even if they get ahead, there's so much more to fight back against them getting ahead on the side of Nevermore. Because even if they're ahead, well, there's only so long before that Taric ultimate, just stops you from killing people.
Yeah.
And, Sejuani stops you from killing people, and Gnar stops you from killing people, and Veigar one shots your sort of tanky Warwick. So there's really. There's not a ton they can do because Warwick, he can try and dive onto the Veigar, but if Sully and Dawson and Rakan play it right, he shouldn't be able to get there, and Requiem can just E away.
Yeah, it kind of
And he-
hurts me. Sorry, go ahead.
He has poke rivaling the other teams. Also Spellbook coming out from the Zoe, so gonna be interesting. He's gonna get even more summoner spells than usual.
I guess if they get ahead, he could swap it out for Ignite or something. I want to see Jin Daddy start camping bot lane rather than just trying to 1v1 in lane. If I have one complaint, it was just that he kept 1v1ing in lane, and he would only go bot lane in response to Nevermore's roams. I think he could get way more fed if he tries visiting other lanes.
Well, that's why I like the Unsealed Spellbook, because ideally he can just run Cleanse and then use his Cleanse and TP somewhere. So it's pretty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is probably just going to be another 5-point game, honestly, unless the team tries for a ward. But I doubt they'll really try and do much. Neither of these teams is particularly great at level 1 unless they land like a Taric into. Like the Taric and Ezreal, alright, but the rest of them aren't. Like,
if Veigar started it'd have been free though.
Yeah, they'd have to start again. They'd have to start weird things, and also there's a lot that DST can do to dash out of that Taric E. They got even if Warwick properly times his Q, he can dodge out of that Taric E with like some sort of dash, and that's assuming they just don't sidestep it. So, not worth the risk. The invade.
I don't know. I think it would have been kind of interesting. You can see DST covered it with the ward there just in case, but if they would have 5-man invaded with the Veigar starting as E, they could have got one, if not multiple members, if they were face checking that bush. Smart not to go for the play, but that's one of those plays where if it works, it can literally just give you the early game lead with 2 or 3 kills.
Yeah. But
pretty standard start for every team right now.
Yeah, basically just a normal start for both junglers. I think the edge in lane still goes to Nevermore by a pretty significant margin.
Yeah, I'd agree. If Shen can land a taunt, though, I could easily see Lucian popping off bot lane.
But that's also if the taunt lands into a Ezreal.
Yeah.
Ezreal's if it's executed anywhere near he can just dodge pretty much all those Shenies. So
yeah, you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt, though. You just gotta believe. Yeah. And I believe something hypey is gonna happen with that team comp.
Yeah.
I don't know why else they'd pick it if they weren't gonna go for some early game cheese. Yeah, not too much happening. You can see Warwick going for the invade,
Oh.
but Gnar had actually warded it.
That Veigar is asleep, but unfortunately those are long cooldowns. Although Ulfald, I don't know why you're still trying to trade with the Zoe. He goes low. That was risky. Then now Double XL is going to run into Psycho Sully. Psycho Sully will hew out. And at the
These
same
trades
time,
all over the map.
Gnar walks into the Jace and loses a trade because that's what Jace does best. So yeah, there's I'm surprised to actually.
On that, Zoe.
Yeah, he's up 8 CS already. That's a interesting move from Jin to play this aggressive.
I think
Especially
it
when
works out, especially if Warwick isn't going to punish him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he knows Sejuani's up there. Oh, sure, she's low. Actually, she might die.
Okay.
Alright, never mind. He's alright.
For some reason, I was thinking Warwick was on Nevermore, and whew, okay, I got that confused. I was like, why isn't Warwick collapsing? Is invading enemy jungle when Zoe's that pushed up? But yeah, it was a good invade. Got the information early so that Zoe could play that aggressively.
Yep. I
There's
can
that
see
comment.
why. Oh, gank onto Dawson. He's gonna just hop out of there. That's a good use of it. He's just gonna kite out Double XL. But I can see why the Comet might be a good idea on Gnar, because like if you land a Q, it should connect. Wow, that bubble looks like it just went through a minion. If I were Ulfald, I'd be a little bit upset about that.
Still going for that red buff. Poor
Yeah.
Sejuani cannot catch a break.
This is gonna be a smite fight that should ideally go to. Actually, okay.
Oh,
here comes
that's aggressive.
Dawson. That was not. You're not in the right place, man. There's a stun though onto the Warwick, but there's no mana on this Veigar, so they won't be able to get anything else.
Operation Get the Red Buff, success.
Yep, they did get that red buff, but Dawson paid the price. He was collapsed on by 3 people and just shot down by the Jace.
Yeah, Dub XL, that's what they needed. They need the aggressive plays just like that. Looking for the invade. I don't think we saw one invade from him last game, but this game already pulling out with it with the Warwick.
Yeah, I think
Great
Warwick's
team play as
actually
well.
very strong right now. He's pretty underrated though. Although once again, we're seeing Nevermore's bot lane winning pretty substantially.
Yep.
I am and then once again, Jin Daddy has double CS of his opposite number mid lane. That is pretty scary if you're Nevermore. You basically just gotta like their win condition really now is just containing him so he doesn't like just destroy everything. Because there's a point where he's just going to be throwing out skill shots all day, and if they land, someone will die. And there's a chunk onto Ulfald. He will not take damage because of the minions.
Yep. Trying to see if there's anything major. So
There's
far.
the sleep. This could be a kill if he lands that paddle star, and it is solo kill for Jin Daddy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Meanwhile, Dawson fighting top lane, maybe considering
he's not
a
6.
dive. Yeah, he's not 6.
If it hit
Would
6,
be-
he definitely would have flash ulted there.
Yeah, it would not have been a good idea to dive that at level 5, though. Good restraint from Dawson.
Very much so. Jin Daddy looking for a roam top lane. Sees that level 5 Gnar.
Now if you're double XL, what you do now that you've gotten 2 kills on your mid laner, and push that lane
He had it warded.
ridiculously. Oh, Jin Daddy's. That's actually going to probably be 3 kills for him. There he goes. 3-0
Ooh.
for Jin Daddy.
Gnar not
Yeah.
paying attention. Had it warded.
So now what you do as Warwick is you buy a pink ward, which you did, and you go to the Dragon Pit, now that your mid laner's 3-0, and you solo Dragon and get him an Infernal
Yep.
Drake. Or you
Much better
you-
early game so far out of
to
DS.
help you, yeah. This is impressive. Jin Daddy's just kind of popping off.
Playing a champion he can carry much harder on, with the broken
Yeah.
state of it.
We don't care about your comp. We're gonna just basically just he's gonna body some fools basically.
Have you ever seen that old Avengers quote? It's like, we have an army, or you may have an army, but we have a Hulk. That's literally Jin Daddy.
Yep, every game another bubble lands on to Ulfald.
Cooldowns.
Paddle Star
damn
lands.
it! That
Jin
wasn't
Daddy
even the
might be in
stun game.
trouble. He is just gonna get out. He doesn't even need to burn his flash. Ulfald is incredibly low, but if you're double XL now, you don't sit here in this mid lane, you just go take drag. Like, it's an Infernal Drake, you can't go wrong at this point.
It's unfortunate. Jin Daddy sharing the love. Arcasian or... Oh,
Dawson
wait.
is not having a good time in this top lane. Oh man, that's
Oh,
actually
he canceled it!
great E by Key. That was insane. And another bubble.
Warwick
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
have ult yet.
So, yeah, DST
Oh,
saying
wait.
we can land all those skill shots. And Ulfald gets incredibly low again.
Oh!
The bubble finishes him off. That was pretty impressive.
This is a great game by Jin Daddy. The last one was good, but this is great.
Yep, looks like they've realized their win condition.
Their win condition is their mid lane.
Daddy 1v9ing, and they've given him a champion that can most certainly do that. Good dodge
Ooh.
out of the fluff there.
Yeah, very nice.
Chin Daddy is still in this lane.
No mana, no problem.
Oh, he might have been a little overconfident. Will the stopwatch save him, though? I think it might. He's out.
He lives!
That was close. He's currently sitting with 2k gold in his inventory, though, so let's see what he buys when he goes back to base. That is...
Great roam by Key as well. Looking like a totally different player. Now
Looks
that he's
like
on the champion.
also... Yeah, they'll finally take that dragon now, that Infernal Drake, so that's just gonna add to this team. Like, this is the best case scenario for them, basically. Jin Daddy is super ahead, and
He needs to be careful though, because Blackguard does nothing
Battle
to
Star,
steal.
will it land? There he goes, he gets one shot.
Oh, it hurts.
This is perfect for this team with so many damage dealers, because you've gotten them ahead in lanes. They're really, really snowballing, and then you give them an Infernal Drake.
Curse the tie, man. Curse the tie. Unlucky. Everything in the way of DST. It's going to be very hard for Nevermore to come back into this game in any way, shape, or form. Late game team fights, I think, are their only hope.
Yeah, they've got to get to late game, but the problem is, once they are in late game, this Zoe and Jace are just going to be hitting them for, tons of their health bar.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to get tanky fast enough, you're right.
Dawson and Sully they'd better just try and bulk up quickly, but they're, Dawson's 0-3, and Sully hasn't had that much of an impact this game when he's not on an aggressive jungler, so...
It feels bad because they subbed out Arcasian. I guess maybe they thought... I don't know what it is with these mid laners having impossible names, but I guess they subbed in Ulfald in place of Arcasian, hoping for a different result, but Jin Daddy showing that he can handle any challenge.
Yeah, honestly, I think Arcasian did better.
Yeah, he was not 0-3.
Yeah, and Jin Daddy is just destroying everything right now. It is, not even close. He's... as long as he does not let 3 people jump on him at once, he should just be able to kill everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, he's asleep again. Let's see. Paddle Star is not back up, and that Jace Q does not thread the needle. Ulfald will survive for another spell rotation
right now.
He'll live another spell rotation. Although they're trying to put an end to Jin Daddy's streak right now.
They got a
But
Shen
he's
though.
getting Shen ulted. Yeah, he should just be fine. Meanwhile, Dawson's in trouble. The ult goes down on him, locked down, and he's killed. Meanwhile, there's another bubble onto Tarek. I would really like to know at the end of this game what his percentage is on these skill shots. He's hitting every single one of them. That is absurd. Is that going to be an ace?
Wow.
That might just... That's probably... That's
It is,
the
it's
12-minute ace.
Wow, what a
Just goes to
game.
show, you can pick the best team comp in the game, but if you can't execute on it, you're done. Also,
Curse the
Zoe
tie.
is broken as hell.
7-0-1. Yeah, that's where we can't get ahead of ourselves. He is playing arguably the most broken champion in the game right now.
Yeah, well,
the most broken
he's
champion on a
they asked themselves, well, you know, we let him play Rise, and he couldn't 1v9, so let's get him the champion that has the highest odds of just 1v9ing a game. And there we go. It's Zoe. He doesn't even need to anymore because now Lucian has kills, Jace has kills, this Warwick does damage. Like, it's pretty
not looking
ridiculous
pretty.
at this point. And
Not
down
looking
goes
pretty
Rift
for
Herald
Nevermore.
too.
I already got tier 1 tower too. What a game we have on our hands.
Oh man, Requiem going in aggressively, but just Jin Daddy's auto attacks are chunking them. He should be alright.
I want him to 2v1 that so bad.
Bubble on the Taric. If this Paddle Star lands, he should die, but he doesn't actually throw it at Taric. He throws it at Requiem instead.
Woo! Almost got him
But
too.
the problem is, oh, this might be the end for Jin Daddy.
No!
Oh, Cleanse, Flash,
bubble!
Exhaust. He's on the run. Whoa,
He's
he
gonna
might
get
make-
out!
Yeah, no, there's a Vagar
This
coming.
is gonna be some of the
I don't
best
think he can
mechanical
Vagar.
plays I've ever
He's
seen.
still alive. This is actually absurd. He might even make it out of
No!
this. No, he's shut down. But the problem is, Double XL's on their back line. He's going down. Culling is just gonna finish Ulfold. Jin Daddy stayed alive an absurd amount of time. If he had seen that Vagar walking down the river and just gone through the tri-bush, he would have
that's
lived.
deep. He's got the jukes. He's got the move for watching Muhammad Ali reincarnated.
That was an outplay
That was
from
a
him.
play. Yeah,
He
that was a play.
died, but like, really, does it matter at that point? He just styled on 4 members basically of Nevermore. Like, I can't believe he lived through that. He was really in between a rock and a hard place, and he just shows up big time.
Looks like they're about to get top tower too here. They should anyway.
Yeah. So this is going to be the entire outer ring gone.
Looking like a
Nevermore.
completely different team. Absolutely amazing and fun to watch. This is not what I was expecting in this game.
Yeah. So this is where a lot of team comps stall now here, is when they've taken this outer ring, but
Yeah.
I don't expect them to run into that same problem, because they've got some obnoxious siege potential on the side of DST. They're like, they've got a Jace and a Zoe, and another bubble has
They keep
landed
landing
onto
those
this
bubbles.
Taric. My goodness.
Yeah, they have 5 more minutes to stall before Baron pops up, so they
That
could
is
look for some
disgusting.
plays.
You know what I want out of the stats team? I want someone to go back and like figure out Jin Daddy's skill shot percentage total after this game, because he's
I've only seen
landing
him miss 1 bubble so far.
everything. Yeah. Maybe not the paddle stars, but just the W's. It's like crazy how many of them he's been landing, and he's just been landing them over and over again. It's
Also, Army, next time you pan over Rakan there, just pause it. Okay?
Oh.
I'm not. Oh, wait!
Ulfold
Wow.
taken low. Zoe's basically an assassin.
Holy God, I thought he got him. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he pops forward again and then realizes he's out of mana, so he's just gonna have to maybe
Where's the blue
finally
buffs?
go
Where's
back
the
and
blue buffs?
to put this into perspective, he is 3.8 thousand gold ahead of Ulfold 16 minutes into the game. And
Ooh, will the ulti land? Nope.
Cam player Khan is in some trouble. He's just gonna die.
Well,
That is an actually crazy advantage.
he might be able to play Rakan, but he cannot play Taric. Unfortunate.
Yikes. But 3.7 ish K gold at 16
Oh.
minutes. That's absurd. Oh man,
Okay,
gigantic ult
wow.
for Dawson though. Double XL gets deleted by Ulfold's ult. The
Good
fluff
team fighting. That's where it
probably
comes into
won't
play.
make it out. Actually, there's the
Oh!
flash.
The double!
Done.
Unfortunate.
Well, they do get 2 kills, but I don't really expect it to mean too much.
I
Like,
don't know. If they keep team fighting, they realize Zoe wasn't there, and they took
Like,
advantage of it and all in.
it is 17 minutes into the game, and Jin Daddy has a Morello Namicon, a Void Staff, and a Sheen.
You gotta have hope, man. You gotta have hope.
And he
You
has
only
landed
1v9
on
for
another
so long.
bubble. That is, Now he has a teleport too. This man is unstoppable. He can go wherever.
Yeah, I think if they keep looking out for picks like that, I think they can definitely pick off a Zoe if Sej or Vygar can get a stun. It's hard to do with the cleanse and with how
Thing
hard
is-
he's outplaying them, but it's possible to come back.
Jin Daddy has his cleanse too, but like also he doesn't even need to play up in their face and aggressive. He's been doing it because he's been styling on them. But he can just sit back in Fog of War and chuck skill shots at them until someone lands if all else fails still. Like
I just think that they need to close the game out early. Even now, they're starting to see him fade because we know Nevermore isn't a team that you can just count out. Their team fighting is strong, and they have a team fighting comp. If
they
can
do
continue to
have a
look for picks
Tarek,
like that,
but
I think they might be able to
they
mount
just
comebacks.
may have caught out Jin Daddy. He's got his flash. He hasn't used cleanse yet. Although DeFluff will go down. Meanwhile, Double XL one-on-one with Dawson. This should be Double XL missing the ultimate, not quite close enough, but he's still going to go forward.
Wow, that's
Flash
aggressive.
forward, will he live? Triumph will get him out safely. Chunk on the Can't Play Rakan. Dragon Kine going forward aggressively, and Can't Play Rakan is shut
Ooh,
down by Tarek. And a
Snippety sniped. Oh,
Ulfault
got
dies
him
to
too!
Scorch. Another bubble
bubble!
lands.
Ulti Q!
Sully
Got
also
him!
drops to the Paddle Star. This is a disgusting performance. If you are every other team in the league, you are now banning Zoe against DTS every single game. That is,
This week's games
Wow.
have been some of the best I've ever seen. It's just unbelievable. We had the ESG Raw game, incredible pop-off by both teams. This
Yeah.
game right here, Jin Daddy single-handedly 1v9ing. We've got a great team that plays better. We can't say it's a 1v9 because, like, TK has been having an amazing performance.
yeah, basically everyone else is doing well besides DeFluff.
Yeah,
Poor
yeah,
DeFluff.
pretty much.
Poor DeFluff. He's
Oh my
auto-filled. It's not his fault.
He's already doing a good job because he's auto-fill.
He's
Respect.
Shen. He's Shen. He'll do his job. He's basically just auto-filled. It's took one for the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jin Daddy versus Grump.
Wow,
Grump will
confirmed.
come
Zoe
out
needs
victorious.
buffs. Zoe needs buffs. Couldn't even one-shot Gromp.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Oh man, he's completed his Lich Bane. He now has 3 items 20 minutes into the game. 4 items, sorry, counting boots. So he
Hey,
is,
don't worry about it. Vyguy just completed Morello's.
He's also
open now.
about to Flame Horizon again. He's getting close. Oh man,
Games,
this is
pop-off carries.
a slaughter. If DTS weren't playing so aggressive, we'd probably be in perfect game territory right now. But unfortunately, they went and did some nonsense
Questionable
in the
plays.
jungle, got caught out a couple times. But at the end of the day, it's 19 kills to 4, so they're pretty happy. They are.
Yeah, 11k gold lead right now in favor of DST.
Yeah. Oh man, that is just disgusting damage for Zoe. He's now nearly 5,000 gold ahead. Though Double XL is caught, there's no way he's getting out of this one.
Yeah, if Zoe's not there, they don't win the team fights.
Well, also, it wasn't just Zoe that wasn't there. There was nobody there with Double XL. He walked into 4 people and doesn't work
But
out
Zoe's
very well.
there. She's basically
Big
3
arcade.
players right now.
Oh.
Sorry.
A rare bubble miss. Jin Daddy, that was aggressive, but he's still just chucking out the damage. The Terracolt goes across, but unfortunately it is worn off now. The Fluff's going to go down. This Zoe is still incredibly healthy, but he's missed more skill shots. The Paddle Star does not connect. Now the rest of them are on the run. DST will go down. And so will Jin Daddy,
Zoe.
actually. He'll fall on the side. Are they really throwing this game?
The team fights! I told you, the team fights!
Oh, he got picked off, I think, by Requiem on the
Ezreal.
side
Yeah,
there.
I did.
He
Yep.
just got soloed out by the Ezreal. That's absurd, though. Actually, Double XL
Ulti
wants in.
steal!
They're all really low, except for Requiem, but he's just going to get kited out. And
That's
actually,
great
Sully might get
decision-making.
executed by the Baron. This is getting frighteningly close. Oh my god. Oh, he'll fall.
Got him!
Okay.
I was about to say great decision making stopping the Baron there to get the Warwick to make sure they couldn't steal. But then maybe not the greatest decision making to continue doing the Baron after all the damage he did. So Warwick did his job there, Dub XL playing well, making sure that they got low enough and unfocused Baron just long enough that he canceled it.
Yeah. Ooh, that was
Unlucky.
That's rough. I think though now that was probably a wake up call if you're DSD. Now you're like, okay, they can actually kill us. Time to like stop trolling and start
Yeah.
like
They've been playing
trying to
super
close this game
disrespectful
out.
after that lead. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've all done it. We've all had those games where it's like, oh, I'm 20 kills ahead, but I just like lost Baron. What am I supposed to do now? Oh crap, we might just lose this game. But turns out they didn't lose the Baron because of the efforts of Double XL. So they are still, 8k gold ahead,
Mhm.
9k gold ahead. It's
The Kitty,
pretty
the
ridiculous.
Kitty might not show how good Double XL is playing. Like, I feel like he's been like super underrated by his KDA, but he's actually been super influential with just the pressure that he put Matt early, and the pressure's been putting in other lanes. He's doing what he couldn't do on Sejuani this game, and like I feel like he's kind of the unsung hero of this game so far.
Yeah, we'll say that. I mean, it's hard to really see much else besides this Zoe one-shotting everything.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah. Oh, Jin Daddy. Great dodge on the ult. Nice flash out, but that was really aggressive. Double XL is in the back by himself. Nice 3-man taunt, but the Gnar will knock them back. It won't get any stuns. The Terra ulti's coming down. Will they finish them before it lands?
Burn!
No, they will not. The flash back from Camplayer Khan. They're in trouble, and they're just going to run away from each other.
Oh,
Actually, Jin Daddy comes back in with a nice kill. It's a 2 for
that
2.
hurts.
2 for 2. Oh, another bubble goes wide, though Jin Daddy now is being
Oh, he's missing
stuck.
everything.
Alright, he just cleanses. Alright, so it seems like in those team fights, he's not having that near perfect bubble land rate or skill shot,
Yeah,
percentage.
stats
He's just,
team abort that mission. Don't need those
Yeah.
stats anymore.
he didn't need to do that though, because like he's playing really far up and really disrespectful. They don't need that from him. He just needs to sit in the back and chuck skill shots.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he lands asleep on someone, the rest of the team goes in.
Wow. Yeah,
And they
get a
kill
little
them
bit
all.
power off of it.
Yeah.
Team
Oh,
fight
man.
is just too strong right now. Are
Double
we
XL
seeing the
wants
throw
in
happen?
though. They'll pick off this Tarek, I think. Oh, no. Camplayer Khan will get out.
No,
They can't
ulti on
chase him.
Warwick. Oh, he did
Good
have
daddy.
ulti.
Isn't there. Now he's here, though. Will he land a... He's playing so incredibly aggressive. Oh, man. Camplayer Khan gets sniped down. But he actually walked right back into his...
Wait,
thing.
that didn't
Oh,
hit him?
there's the bubble. There's the kill, probably. Dawson's on the side. He's Meganar, but there's really nothing
Gen
he can do.
carry!
Jin
Shen
Daddy lands
Pong
another chunk. He's still alive. Another
two-man
drowsy lands. He's stunned though.
And he got
he'll
the
get taken
No,
down.
wait, wow, clutch by the
Got down.
Sejuani.
Dawson's stun misses, but this is still probably going to be a victory for Nevermore in this
Great
team
ulti by
fight
Psycho.
as they're slowed down. Though Double
Oh!
XL turning. That's the surprising damage of the Warwick, but he's almost dead. 3-man taunt. He will get out of it. Requiem is... And Dawson still chasing
Ooh,
onto
too
it.
aggressive,
He's got to
too
back
deep.
out. Yeah, run away.
What a great ulti by the Sejuani there. Looked a little bit questionable when she jumped into 4 of them, but managed to land that ulti on the Zoe.
Yep. Imagine if DST were to lose this game.
Oh, they'd be mad. They'd be tilted. I have a feeling we'd see some roster changes real fast. It'd be
I mean-
pretty bad.
Yeah, this is really just...
I mean,
They gotta-
there's
they
so much
gotta-
you can do as Jin Daddy. Like, you can 1v9 every game, and I doubt these kids have known each other from high school, like, their entire lives. You know what I mean? Like, how long do you take it before you're like, okay, something's not clicking in some of our lanes?
As long as you want. If the team wins, it's fine. But yeah, they gotta win, basically, this game they'd really had, because this is just gonna, like... they were probably tilted going into this after losing that close game, so...
Yeah.
If they throw a absolutely absurd gold lead, they're not going to be in a good place after this. All this talk though about Jin Daddy, but CTG Requiem has quietly got 7 kills to his 1 death. He's actually getting really huge on Ezreal. He has Mira mana completed,
Yeah, the Bork.
and his Iceborne Gauntlet, and his Bork.
He's fed, boys! He's gonna be the
Yeah.
hero that Nevermore need.
This is basically, oh my god,
That's damage.
Jin Daddy does not need to be that aggressive. He just needs to sit on the edge and throw skill shots. There he goes, though. He lands another one on the Gnar. The Taric ult comes out a little bit preemptively. Dawson gets feared away. Jin Daddy is still alive, flashes away from the Ezreal Q. Meanwhile, down goes the Taric, down goes the Gnar, down goes Sejuani. Requiem is on the run. He gets attacked. Yeah, he's just down too. That's 4 kills for DST. They say, enough playing around. We're going to maybe try and win the game. Nope, they're going to go for Baron.
Lucian popped the heal.
That was... Alright, they're going to get that inhib. And
Yeah, it looks like they're
Baron,
going to get
so
both at the same time. Smart
enough
call.
playing around, they say. It's time for for a Baron. Oh, man.
They got to start it soon if they want to get it, though.
Yeah. It better. Jin Daddy's just going to sit
Miss
here and
every
chuck
team
stuff
on
at it. Jin Daddy can only hit moving targets. He just missed it again.
That feeling when you can hit, like, thread a needle mid lane as they're running on a tier 2 tower, but you can't auto a non-moving Baron. Unlucky.
Yeah, while juking like 50 other skill shots, but you can't land that on the motionless Baron. Oh, that's rough. That's like when you miss skill shots on the Scuttle Crab and you just feel really sad.
Yeah.
And you just hope no one was watching you. Unfortunately, we all saw that, so that was
I'm sure somebody will clip that.
a little bit rough. I mean, you know what? He's 13-3. There's
When that's your biggest problem, the fact that you can't hit Baron, I think he's doing alright.
yeah. Oh dear, that
Looks like they're going to be setting up for drag here soon. Ezreal top lane. Can't really contest without Ezreal. Sejuani did not build Warmox first. Psycho Soul
By the way,
maybe not used to playing Sejuani.
By the way, a 6k gold lead now for Jin Daddy over Ulfbald.
That feeling when you are the team's gold lead.
He is it's true though. But there's also another 4 coming from somewhere else, so
Let's see.
a lot of gold on
Imagine
this
Key.
Chase. A lot of gold onto this
Yeah.
Lucian. And on this Warwick too. He's 2k up over Psycho Sully, so
Yeah, every
oh,
lead
Jin
did
Daddy,
really well.
he's caught. That was not smart of him.
That's that disrespect. Unfortunate.
They could have won this game like 10 minutes ago if he just sat in the back and chucked skill shots until he put someone to sleep.
He just pulled that really sick play bot lane and just keeps thinking he can redo it. That's
'Cause
not
they're
something
so-
you can pull against the 5
they're so ahead.
every few minutes.
They're so ahead now they can win fights no matter what, but originally, if this were like a somewhat even game, their strategy in team fights would be land a bubble and just go all in and blow up that person,
Yeah.
and hopefully blow up more people. But instead, they're just trying to, Jin Daddy's just trying to walk right up to him, and eventually he's gonna get caught with something.
Yeah, I'm just shocked that maybe a little bit of a tilt from the last game, wanting to pop off after losing the first one, but I just don't understand. Like, something to prove, but why risk the game off of doing
Yeah.
it multiple times?
It's like at this point they've thrown like 3 team fights ish now, right? Like
yeah, 3 exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's time to win before everyone remembers. So people remember how hard you won this game and not how you
How
almost
hard you
threw
lost
this
it.
game.
Yeah.
And how you or how you almost threw this game, because they're
You're gonna get memed on 10 times harder.
7 towers to 0, 29 kills to 17, 4 dragons to none. They'd better win this game.
It helps a lot that the ADC isn't AFK this game either.
That's true. Dragon King has not disconnected yet.
Pushing side lanes. Baron's up in... How long? Where's it say?
Yeah. Well, this is why everyone loves Zoe so much, you know?
Oh wait, they still have Baron buff. They're just not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Great
It's a
wave
little
clear though on the side
It's
of
a little
Nevermore.
strange they're not as well, because they have so much like ridiculous siege potential.
Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't
looks
push
like-
the lead right now either.
Yeah, they kind of just wasted their Baron buff almost. It was a little bit unfortunate. Oh, Jin Daddy. One-on-one with Ulfald. He's in the middle of 3 people, but it looks like he's just gonna run away.
That's good though, because at least they're gonna break open the top inhibitor.
The Fluff can't quite get to Dawson, but it doesn't matter because they got a turret and they got an inhib.
That sums up the
Nevermore
Fluff's games right
Goes
there.
on a wild goose chase for Jin Daddy, and it doesn't pay off.
Woo! They might be able to fight this.
Oh,
Ezreal's
there's
got
another bubble.
GA.
They'll stand in front of it, though. Good on Nevermore. Ooh.
Looks like he's just throwing out skill shots to throw him out now, which isn't a terrible idea.
Yeah, I mean, he's ahead. He's far enough ahead, so he can do that. Yeah, he's...
He just cleansed that right there. No
Yeah.
more cleanse for the upcoming team fight. Needs to watch out for the Sejuani ultimate.
His cleanses have been good this whole game, though, consistently.
Yeah.
But he's in trouble, actually. Now they're going in. Tarek ult's falling down. Ulfald is going to get soloed out on the side of the fight. CTG Requiem is still free hitting. He's exhausted. Not anymore. He still has his G8, though.
Ooh,
Ult
flash
goes across the back line. He hits everyone, but it doesn't really matter because there's still 5
5v2.
members alive from DST. So
Are they going to go for the end here, or are they just going to go for the triple inhibitor? It's going to be very risky if they go for it, because that is
they're
a
going to
tank
go for the
Sejuani.
end, I think. Oh, sleep lands on the Requiem.
That's unfortunate. That's
If they
going to
can
be game.
finish him here, that's game. He tries to make
Oh,
a nice flash play. He's going to go down. And Psycho Sully will probably also fall down in his own fountain. That's going to be the ace. That's going to be the game.
Curse to
And
tie!
the curse of Nevermore continues. They've
Curse to
tied
tie!
again.
Unlucky! Unlucky! What a great game by DST. Absolutely great.
Yeah.
All Jin Daddy. MVP
They
Jin
scared us
Daddy.
a little bit, just enough to make it interesting. But at the end of the day, whew.
Yup, what a game. You want to handle the stats?
Yeah, sure thing. Just looking good all across the board for the except for obviously the fluff autofilled onto Shen.
What a
But-
team player, though.
Yeah, exactly. Take one for the team, just play Shen, ult someone. That's all you need. Meanwhile,
I like
35k damage on basically actually 36k damage on the Zoe. Just looking super strong.
Yeah, before we head to the damage charts, I want to look at the builds real quick and compliment Psycho Sully on his game plan. I feel like he was the shining star, like along with Requiem for Nevermore. And even though they lost that game, he played that game much better. But I think like one thing he's really struggling on is just the build paths. I feel like a Warmog, he would have been like 10 times tankier with his passive, and they could have been going for those picks a lot easier. Dub XL went for the Titanic Hydra to push the lead. But one thing I noticed is he didn't actually run the sight stone, or the warding totem or whatever, for the jungle item. He actually ran
Tracker's knife. Yeah.
Tracker's Knife, exactly. Just little things that I found really interesting in their builds that you don't see every day. Just showing that.
I mean, you don't see the second item Void Staff on Zoe every day either. That was pretty
Yeah, that's
ridiculous. That was crazy. I was like, he was just destroying everybody. He was close to full build.
Yeah, there was almost like no MR either on the side of Nevermore. Just not
Yep.
showing any respect, I guess. Just one Spectre's cow, pretty much. Other than that, they started building Magic Resist way too late.
I will say that was a good performance from CTG Requiem. Definitely. I like he was strong on Ezreal, but it's just to the point where everyone was just trying to kill him at once. There's only so much he can do, and then when they couldn't kill him, they killed the rest of his team. There wasn't much else for him after that.
Yep.
So impressive effort. Nevermore continue to tie all of their games. They are now 0-4-0. We'll see how long that streak continues.
All right, we'll head to the damage charts. You're already covering it, the massive damage the Zoe did. Barely doing more damage was the Jace. Barely more than the Gnar, and barely more than the Vigar. But actually pretty impressive. When Vigar is one of those champions that literally gains AP every time he hits a champion, or last hits with his Q. So the fact that he didn't have more damage, or he literally gets free AP from laning, shows how hard Zoe stomped that mid lane.
Yeah. It's in terms of gold differential, Jin Daddy finished the game with 16,879 gold, and Ulfald finished the game with 10,249 gold. Whew. Just a little bit of a discrepancy there. You know,
Yeah.
nothing too ridiculous. Oh my god. Like, he just kind of got annihilated from like level 1. It was just not even close.
Yeah. Damage taken the most by that Warwick going in every time. Zoe was when Zoe's the second most damage taken on your team. He was playing pretty aggressive. Barely
Yeah.
more than the tank Shen support, but still very, very deep.
Like, I do believe that whatchamacallit, that DST could have perfect game that game if they
Oh, for
ended
sure.
at like 20 minutes if they hadn't played
The
so
game could have been
cocky.
over in 25 minutes, for sure.
Yeah. Maybe even sooner, honestly, with the way they were like just destroying them. But yeah, no, it's like, whew. Certainly, it was a good series. Really back and
Yeah.
forth. First
Good
game.
resilience. Good resilience shown by Nevermore as well in the second
Yeah,
game.
Nevermore almost come back this time, but
Well, they realized what the other team was doing wrong, and once they found out, they read the pattern and they picked it off. They got a little bit unlucky in that last team fight. That's what I'll blame it on, unlucky. But they played it perfectly.
well,
Yes,
also, and we say they almost came back, but they were still down by 15k gold at the
yeah,
end.
you're right. You're right. It's not almost came back. It's DSC almost through.
Yeah. Ooh.
Unlucky.
Yep.
So, guys, I think we have only one last segment to cover here, and that is your outstanding player. So, what you guys thinking? What you guys feeling?
I think there's
Ooh.
only one player.
It's got to be Jin Daddy. Yeah, he in the first game he was like trying to 1v9 and he couldn't. In the second game he tried to 1v9 and he did. So yeah, he's definitely the standout player from this series, I would say.
I mean, maybe it's a 2v8 here. TK did 8, 2, and 13, and I don't know. Maybe
He
it's
didn't
not.
He didn't do nearly as good in the first game.
Okay, fair enough. I'm only pointing
Different,
out
like,
to 8,
comps.
2, and 13 is not like scoffable numbers. In
I'm not-
game
yeah,
No, he's
no,
good.
not saying that.
He did really good the
I'm
second
talking
game.
about across both games.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
for sure.
Definitely.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and see if we can bring him in. Uh-oh.
Is he still here?
No, it looks like he just packed ship. Not exactly
Oh well.
sure. Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate. We'll give him a quick message to see if he is able to show up or not. But if no reply, then I guess that's how we'll call it. Let's take a look and see if he can show up.
Give it a few minutes. Be unfortunate if we didn't get an interview, but hey, you gotta listen to my voice all night, so worth.
By the way, gonna say another solid cast by you, Rengar, and Manwars. Solid job as well. Been very fun listening throughout the whole thing.
I had to remember how to do play-by-play. I haven't done it in like months.
I'm really glad that you picked that up because I am not the most experienced and I wasn't prepared for this series, but you made me look better than I am, so thank you.
You did that same exact thing last time.
Hey, I'm gonna use it on every caster I cast with. They make me look better than I am. What can I say? I've been casting with good casters.
All right. Looks like no response from Jin Daddy, so I think that's where we'll call it here. So I think that's just about the long and short of it. Well, I guess we'll just bring this to an epilogue here. My name is Army Overlord. I was your camera guy.
Yep, that was Rengar, who was co-casting with the lead host, Manwars, writer of the Daily Duo, and best top laner in the league.
But yeah, that's it.
Wait, you're not gonna say what you did and anything?
No, I just cast make videos.
All right, well, that sums it all up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, time for some Army advertisement here. It is Gathering of Warriors every single Wednesday at 8 p.m., and I want to get as many free agents as possible. Recently, I just heard that there is a large sum of free agents that's just recently been brought in, so I am super excited to get another Gathering of Warriors on the Wednesday to come. Gathering Warriors is an open house, fun tournament draft style where it will allow the main focus of you and every single individual that you happen to be friends with is exactly what I like to cast. And I will 100% sit here every single week, every single day, saying to you guys, every single time that I want to have free agents in there every single step of the way. Love the fact that I always have 10 people every single time, but if you want to be a part of it and you happen to be a free agent, you have the right priority. You're going to automatically get there first no matter what. Remember, it's going to be on a Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be waiting for you. I know I certainly will. See you guys as week 4 closes. Good night, everybody.